Hey guys, Melly here, looking a little bit rough and ready. Kids are staying over at my mum's. There's no school today, so we sort of had a late night last night. I was working on various things and I'm just knackered. I've got a sleepy face. I need to get a shower and wake up properly. Anyway, I'm just pottering along, watching a bit of YouTube and fucking things like that up. A bit of a ramble. I thought I'd have a bit of a ramble. So I'm only on my second coffee. You know how bad that goes. Oh, so ramble. Well, a couple of little things, and then just something I just want to. So little things, right? I wrote them there. Yeah, that's what they were. Right, fid length. Okay, first off. Now, I'm a bit notorious for doing long videos. I like long videos. I don't like videos that are split into parts. Yeah. Now, I hate it because you're having to scroll around. It's all little bits. I'd never feel to be able to, even when they're in a playlist, I struggle to feel to get into a flow with them. And you always wonder, is there an end to them? There is the final part, isn't there? Yeah, well, so I sort of like doing my videos as like self-contained. That can mean that, there's quite long. I mean, I've got videos that are easily up to an hour, that are just full of information and stuff, but it covers the entire topic. That's the way I like to approach things, bang, there you go. That's everything you need to do that. But, yeah, a lot of people do like videos in parts. They like the shorter information bursts. Commercially, it makes a lot more sense, yeah, to do videos in parts. Yeah. So, for example, the corkbark video, yeah, that's about half an hour long. If I had to split that now, that's taken quite a while because of the amount of effort that's had to go into it, etc. If I'd split that up into parts, I'd have got more views over those parts than the video as a single video. And that means because I've got ads on my channel, that means I'd make more money. Yeah. But I just don't like it. Now I am going to be experimenting. I've got a bit of a project coming up that's sort of a self-contained build. Yeah. And with that, I'm going to do that in parts, just to have a play, see if I can get comfortable with it. But your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you mind parts? Because the one thing that really gets to me is like, if you do a video in parts, then okay, let's say I do an hour video, yeah, and I split it into 6 10-minute parts. I could put out a video every day, and it's just pretty much basically the same thing, which I think is like sort of spamming your feeds a bit. If they were longer parts, if they were longer videos like my other videos, yeah, but the only way I would end up doing parts is if each one is about an hour long and the entire project took about 6 hours. Let me know what you think, guys, yeah? Oh, my phone's going off like crazy. It hasn't dinged with the wife ding, so all is good. Right, next one was my hobby. That was it. Right, if you follow me live chat, you follow me things, you'll know I'm getting into bolt action and I'm getting me chindits. And Dave's getting into it, and Mike's been in touch, and he's got whatchamacallit, he's got jabs, so looking forward to getting into it. Now, I've kept this channel sort of very strictly terrain. It's got to be terrain, hardcore terrain here, terrain there, terrain bloody everywhere. Yeah, and it occurred to me that I should really include, not because my channel needs my hobby, but I am a hobbyist. I'm a gamer. There's reason the cabinets in the living room full of models. I do play. Yeah, and it seems strange that I have all these subscribers. None of you really see me toys or anything like that. So I want to start up like a little sort of irregular, not a show as such, just a video theme, which is just basically my hobby. And it'll basically just be, what I'm painting, or if I go out for a day out, a tournament or something like that. It'll be very irregular. I'm not using it to promote, or you know what I mean. I'm not looking to reach out to companies to say, hey, I want to use your late. I want to be about terrain, but at the same time, I want whatchamacallit to be able to show off my toys. Okay, now there's another sneaky reason I want to include my hobby in on this. Yeah, and that's quite simply because I figure if I show you what I'm painting and what I'm working on, it sort of guilt trips me into making sure I do it. Because I've been doing that much terrain that the hobby has sort of fallen aside. Yeah, and I thought, well, by including it in my channel, yeah, because my hobby focuses been a lot about my channel because I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Yeah, but if I include that in my channel, then the drive's there for that as well, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm thinking on that side. Do you like my lighting? I'm all warm from this side and all cool from this side and dark in the middle. You see, it's not the best lighting, but I'm starting to understand the lighting now. Now I figure most of you are going to be having a brew, painting your models while you're watching this, because I'm not showing anything. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Made you look up. Yeah, so the lighting doesn't really matter on these ones. Yeah, it's more comfortable chilling. Yeah. Right, so that's video length parts and that sort of stuff, and my hobby and what I'm going to be doing. And also I'll show off, Dave's painted some models for me, so I'll show that off in it. Gives me a little place to put that sort of stuff without it tainting the glorious terrain. Oh, right. So the next one. Oh, look, Mel's getting up. He's getting serious now. Mel's sat up in his chair. He's got to be serious. Adorn the look. Oh, I needed more sleep. I need to finish my second coffee. Right. It's probably the best sort of situation to be in to talk about this conversation. Patrons and sponsorship and all that malarkey. Right, as you know, this past week, well, past couple of weeks, yeah, I had a decision off the back of Salute. I turned down a sponsorship deal. Yeah. Am I missing the money? Yeah. Was it the right thing to do? Yeah, it was. It was. Because looking back, yeah, what they wanted and all that sort of stuff would have changed what the channel is about. Yeah, and I don't want that. This is what I want. And in sort of a way, I've been taking my patrons for granted and sort of not screwing them over. It's difficult to sort of describe, but when you're in that situation, you start looking at what you have actually got, and I'm quite blasé and egotistical about my patrons and that sort of stuff, because when I set up Patreon, I set it up with the idea that it was pure. I didn't want patrons because of rewards or because I was running competitions or anything like that, or because you get to hang out with me. It was just simply, look, there are no rewards, but if you want to support me, you can throw me a couple of bucks along. Yeah, and looking back, I understand why I was doing that. I just wanted genuine patrons, so the people were supporting me for the love of the terrain. That purist ideal again, and one, it's slightly egotistical, sort of like, hey guys, put your money in your pocket and not get anything in return. Do you know what I mean? It's like of patronage. Even if you look back through the masters, who had proper patrons through through the ages, they still did stuff for the patrons. Yeah, so it's a bit egotistical and also a little bit taking them for granted. Yeah. So I've been thinking about, really I should pay it back more to my patrons. I don't know how. I'll be honest with you. Any ideas, that sort of stuff, your thoughts, feel free. And listen, guys, you guys keep me true and honest. And I'm not just talking about my patrons, but I'm talking about my subscribers, that you guys who comment regularly and, pull me up when I'm wrong and that sort of stuff. You guys keep me true. Yeah, because whenever I do something, I always think, right, what are my subscribers going to think? What are my patrons going to think? I don't think what a potential sponsor is going to think. Yeah, it's you guys. Yeah, so I value your opinion on this. So on Patreon, yeah. Now, one, I've been a bit blasé about promoting it and that sort of stuff, and I think I'd like to promote it more heavier. And the reason being is that I've been approached by a sponsorship deal. It's not the first time I've been approached. I was approached in the past. If my channel keeps growing, which I see no reason why it wouldn't, it just is naturally growing. Yeah, I think we're up to 12,000 subscribers now, something like that. Then I am going to get approached. Now, I would rather, yeah, grow my patrons who keep me independent, who keep me honest to what I'm trying to do, yeah, so that when I'm approached by companies, you know, I've got the ability to turn around and go, no, I'm good, I've got my independence, or no, you know, that's too much. Or if I take on a sponsorship deal in the future, because I've got that independence, it gives me the ability to, basically, I've got a bit of weight behind me. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going in for a talk with someone, you've got a bit of clout behind you. Yeah. So I want to do more with my patrons, but what I'm really worried about is peeing everybody off, going, be a patron, you know, oh, join Patreon, and all that sort of stuff. So it's really challenging. So guys, give me a bit of feedback, yeah? Does it bother you if I push patrons? I mean, I'm not asking you to sign up. You know, that's completely down to you guys. It always has been. There's never been a pressure. You know, one of the strict rules is patrons don't get exclusive tutorial content or anything like that. You know, I don't do videos. I do a ramble for my patrons, yeah. Yeah, but I don't do any tutorials or any knowledge stuff for my patrons, yeah, because I am diametrically opposed to the idea of what you call it, you know, terrain tutorials behind paywalls. And this is just me with my channel. You know, it's fine on other channels and all that sort of stuff. And if you want to use paywalls, that's absolutely fine. But for what I'm trying to do with my channel and the terrain tutor and all that malarkey, yeah, I don't want barriers for people getting information. The whole point of me spending hours putting all these tutorials together and making stuff and filming and editing, yeah, is to get the information out there. So I don't want to put any barriers in, yeah. So I believe in it. But, you know, when it comes down to patrons, what do you guys think? I'm peeing you off. You know, do you think I should run competitions for them, or do prizes, or do exclusive hang? You know, because I'd like to grow it. So give me your thoughts on that, guys. Really, genuinely, give me your feedback. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, give me your feedback, guys. There's 3 things I'm looking for feedback on. Yeah. One is video length and what you think about the parts and that sort of stuff. You know, what your concerns are. Yeah, let me know. My hobby, yeah. Just to confirm, you know, it's coming. It won't take over the channel. I'm not becoming a miniatures channel or anything like that. You know, I'm not going to be doing painting guides. The closest I'll come to doing a painting guide is I'll do a series of photos with the guy and the paint. And the only reason I'll do that is so that in the future, when I come back to them, I've got a reference somewhere of what paints I used. I won't be doing a show you. It'll be for me, guys. But anyway, that's my hobby stuff. Yeah, hobby. And then finally, yeah, Patreon. You can see me looking down at the notes. I haven't finished my second cup of coffee. We're only talking about three topics. Yeah, video length, hobby, and patron. Yeah, we're talking about 3 topics, and I've got to look at a bit of paper to keep track of them. I need this second coffee. But no, finally the patron, guys. Are you cool? Do you think I should do competitions, giveaways, stuff like that? Because I do have stuff to give away. You know, I have stuff that I'm not using and that sort of stuff that I need to make space for, and you know, all that. You know, shouldn't do competitions. Do you mind me talking about my patrons? Is it okay me tagging an advert on at the end of my videos for my patrons? By an advert, you know, and if you really like what I do, you know, check out Patreon, blah 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 blah. Let me know, guys, because like I say, you guys keep me true. So anyway, I'm gonna crack on with this. I look forward to see what you say, guys. Genuinely, get your comments in below, yeah? All the best, yeah? Ta-ra. Oh, yeah, have a good weekend.